Okay, so in this video, we are going to continue on past the kitchen knife and cleaver to the fireman axe and baton. But before I show you guys that, let me see, which way is the camera? Yeah, this is the camera. Okay, so before I show you that, the camera did fail, unfortunately, in the previous video. So I just wanted to show you what I meant by the rapier kind of thing. So I meant to do like that kind of dealio to get the kitchen knife to hit the head of the zombie or Norman or whatever. But let me find my hands again. There we go. But for this video, I'm pretty sure I know which way or which weapon is going to be better. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the fire axe. You may remember from camera this way, yeah. From the previous episode or video where I said, hey, with the fireman axe, you can just hold it like this and just run forward and deal damage. Versus the baton. And the baton isn't terrible, if I remember correctly. But I don't think it's going to be fireman axe. Generally, fireman axe is not great, but against the baton, I don't know. So let's try the baton first, because I do believe this is a good weapon. I think you just hold it like this and bonk things on the head. But let me try it normally. Okay, that wasn't terrible. It helps when the thing injures itself already. Actually, that wasn't that bad. Okay, that wasn't bad. You do need a wind up though. Okay. A good swing seems to really help with this. Okay. Also, I didn't realize that this was blue because I always saw this guy in the sewers. I always thought that was black, but it's actually blue, which is interesting. Like a very dark navy blue. Okay, it's actually not a bad weapon. Okay. Maybe... Hey, this is why I'm testing all of these one by one, right? The thrust, yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? Oh, it might. It's just really hard to aim because it's off center and like below the hand. But yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, that wasn't a one hit. I'm guessing a spin is useful with this weapon. That's why I've been trying it a bit. Yeah, like that. Which did not actually work that well, so I don't know. But yeah, 2-hit kill. Whew, I am out of breath a little because, you know, you have to put a lot of power into this, but actually it doesn't seem to be that bad of a weapon. Yeah, clearly. Okay. So, fireman axe is really easy. You don't hold it down here because that's way too much that can go wrong, and this is a very massive weapon. Instead, you want to do this. Choke up on the handle, and then, yeah. That's true. One issue with this weapon is that it gets caught very easily. And of course you have to reset. But it is good at what it does. Which I guess would be chopping down doors. There is one door you chop down in Boneworks. I think it's... Is it in Redacted? Well, whatever it is, I don't think it even has this weapon in that level, but regardless, it's good as a weapon. I would recommend that anyone playing Boneworks, pretty much. If you want to be the most effective and efficient with two-handed weapons, use them in one hand. Absolutely. So, yeah, it's good. You just have to choke up on the end. That way, it doesn't wobble around as much, and you can actually aim it a lot better. Just like with the cleaver, you have this large area, so it's kind of easy to aim. It's not terrible. It's not like, obviously, the baton aiming it with a stab or anything. Yeah, sometimes it's 2-hit kill, but most of the time it's 1-hit kill. It's this back end that really makes this weapon not great, because it gets stuck in enemies, and that is never a good thing. Yeah. At least in this game. I suppose in some other game, VR game, that would be good, but definitely not this one. And Alex doesn't even have melee weapons, and neither does Beat Saber, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, see, it's a decent weapon, and it does have reach, so if you do want to use it like this, like a two-handed weapon, you do have some range. It's harder to aim, but you do have range with this. So it's kind of useful for crablets because of the range. It's nowhere near as good as katana, but yeah, see, it works at range. It's just a bit annoying to aim. I mean, opposed to just using it like this. Where's the last enemy? Hi there. I say and then I miss. Hits a bunch of times. Oh boy. That was a good sniper spot. I'll give you that. So, you know what? Since this is such a close tie between Baton and Fireman Axe, I'm actually going to go to Resume Survival with, what was it, 16, I think I was at? Or it showed I was at. So this will be pretty chaotic. Let's try Baton first, I think. Because why not? Tried Baton first last time. Oh, that's true. Those guys are going to be a pain. Regardless. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Trying not to get shot. Okay, let's see how good Baton is against these guys. Pretty okay. That makes sense. Yeah, so if you crouch in-game, while you're bending down, you can add a bit of momentum. Sometimes. Sometimes that doesn't work, though. Okay. Not looking great for Baton. Not looking great for Baton anymore. Okay. Sometimes a sharp edge is really nice in this game. Okay. Let's try Baton again, though. Because it was doing pretty well before. Just not... Yeah. I'm fighting with it like it's a katana. In this game, at least. Okay. Yeah, Axe, well... I don't know if Axe will save me from this. Okay. Okay, that kind of seems definitive. I've been saved by the axe multiple times. By the way, throwing weapon, it's not going to be great, but let's try it, I guess. Oh, like, you can see it does nothing to the body, pretty much. Okay, yeah, so these are okay. So the axe isn't as bad to aim with as I thought, because actually, like at range, because as long as you bend back, that way you don't overshoot. In that case, undershoot, but you know what I mean. It's actually not that terrible to aim normally, to aim with normally. As you can see. Yeah, as long as you kind of lean back to compensate for the axe being, or the fireman's axe being very long, it's actually not that bad. So I think that is a definitive winner. It is the fireman's axe, but not by as large of a margin as I expected going into this. So that's interesting. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using it with two hands just to prove that it can be used this way, because I thought it really couldn't with much efficacy, but that is not the case. And with two hands you can kind of swing it around corners more easily. If I reset it to the two-handed position, there we go. Yeah, you do have to move your head and your back a bit, but it's not too bad. And this is on, what, 16? So that's not terrible. At least round 16 in Fantasy Arena. Okay. Okay, that was a good aim. That could have completely missed. So, yeah, I think it is because there's enough surface area here that you can actually aim pretty decently even with two-handed. Oh no. Think unless I get a good hit here. Okay, well, there's the video. Regardless. So between Baton and Axe, Fireman Axe, it was kind of obvious which one was going to win. But Baton is actually pretty good. You just need to put in a lot of power. Whereas Axe, you don't need to put in nearly as much power, or like next to none, and it'll still deal damage, versus Baton you have to put in a fair amount of a wind-up to get it to do that one-hit kill damage. But yeah, a lot closer than I expected.